morning. It's Big Joe and Laura on Mix 95.7 Grand Rapids Best Mix. We are halfway through the week, which is a good thing to celebrate. Let's bring on the weekend as soon as possible. It is Wednesday, August 7th, 2024. Hey, Laura, how are you doing today?
Good. It's a little brave of you to say halfway through the week as if you were working tomorrow or Friday.
I am not working here on the show tomorrow and Friday, but I am probably doing the most work I've ever done in my life.
Oh, you're such a liar. You're going to radio summer camp. It's in San Diego, meaning you're going to enjoy the sun, the nice awesomeness, all the good food.
No, I checked.
You're going to see all of your friends.
It's only going to be in the mid-70s.
Oh, no. What a nightmare. Stop it.
I can't go in the ocean. There's sharks out there.
No, stop it.
No, I'm excited, but I'm also stressed because why is it in life, regardless of your job, you can do radio or anything. I feel like 9 out of 10 jobs, if you're going to take some time off to relax, which we all deserve to do occasionally, right?
Absolutely.
Have a good little balance there, try to work on our mental health, not be stressed. Woo! Why is it so much work that you got to do on the front end?
Oh, no, you're not telling. It's so insane how much work we have to do to take a day off. It's like I used to not burn my vacation days at my old job because I was like, it's not worth it. I was like, I got to do so much work to take the day off. I might as well just go to work. It's less work, which is so stupid and counterproductive.
I've got this. I'm like, okay, I got to do these 4 things, these 5 things, 6 of these. Oh, gosh. I'm like, okay.
And I got to be out of here by 10:30. There's no way.
I'm like, man, I wish I knew somebody at the airport. Just like, come on through, Mr. Big Joe.
Oh, man. TSA, hook a brother up.
No, good thing is the airport is pretty darn fast, so hopefully...
Oh, yeah. You're flying out of Grand Rapids,
yes,
right?
flying out of GR.
There's never a line. You're great. It's what I love about the Grand Rapids airport. It's the best airport on the planet when it comes to not having to stand in lines for 6 hours.
So if I'm a little zanier than usual today, it's because I was packing my stuff late last night. At least that's done. So when I do get out of here, I should be able to catch my flight.
Well, good for you.
But Laura, you'll be hanging out, holding things down, and I'm sure being a lot more happier.
No.
Oh, see, I was testing you right there.
No.
Good answer. Good answer.
No, I still got to do all the work, and you get to have fun. That doesn't make me happy.
I meant me not being here would make you happier.
I mean, there's maybe it's a small bonus that maybe I'll show up later. The bosses aren't listening, right? I'll be here on time, bosses. I'm sorry.
Good answer.
It's time for Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News on Mix 95.7.
Yesterday was primary day in West Michigan. David LeGrand and Sunita Lanier will face off to be the next mayor of Grand Rapids. Elise Locken and Mike Rogers are going to face off for the open U.S. Michigan Senate seat. Hillary Skolton's going to take on Paul Hudson in the U.S. House District 3. And in District 4, Bill Heisinger will face Jessica Swartz.
Good luck to everyone running, and here's to November. Getting here sooner so I don't have to see the signs anymore. Now, a famous Grand Rapids brewery is rebranding, but only their pub, not the whole brewery. Brewery Vivant has announced that they're going to be calling their pub located on Cherry Street in East Hills Vivant Brewery Plus Spirits, the business. I don't think I like that. That feels
Is it
really
plus
snotty.
spirits or is it and spirits?
I don't know. Either it's a plus sign, so I'm saying plus whether or not they want me to or not, because they shouldn't have put a plus sign if they didn't want me to say it. But to celebrate the new name, they are doing something fun either way. They're going to be hosting what they call Cocktails on the Coast, and it's going to go from noon to 10 on Saturday. Now that I can cheers to.
And for your final need to know news story, I feel attacked. A middle school in Texas has banned all black clothing.
They would have crushed me at that age. I'm an elder emo, and how dare you take my black shirts and pants?
Not even for me being emo, but Lord knows I got a lot of emotion. But hello, black is slimming. They're saying that they're banning black clothing because it's associated with depression and mental health issues.
Listen, I wear black all the time now, and I'm mostly not sad.
This is the president of the El Paso Teachers Association explaining the new dress code.
They can wear black shorts to go to PE. They can wear it on free dress day, but they just cannot wear it top to bottom. Now, the colors are not so much to prevent or stop mental health issues. You can have the most colorful dress on and still be suffering through depression. Parents that, are upset, they just need to make sure that they go through and read the dress code policy.
I definitely think they're well intended here, but I think this is stupid and it's just going to make people mad. It's not going to cure your depression because you wore a blue shirt. Like, that's not how things work.
Well, blue means you're sad, Laura.
Oh, sorry, a red shirt.
No, that means you're mad.
Oh, well, what shirt do you wear then? Green? Yellow?
I don't know. That's
Yeah.
Big Joe and Laura's Need to Know News on Mix 95.7. Big Joe and Laura celebrating all things Olympics here on Mix 95.7. Grand Rapids Best Mix. What do I mean by that? Well, if you follow us on our TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, just look for Big Joe and Laura. You can see us doing our mixed summer games from last week. That was pretty impressive, but not as impressive as our U.S. athletes.
Yeah, they're actual athletes, and they did pretty well yesterday.
Yeah, let's start on out here with some cool stuff. Gabby Thomas crushed it in the women's 200-meter race yesterday.
A gold is on the line for Gabby Thomas. Gabby Thomas is in control already. Gabby Thomas comes off the turn with force, with power, and Gabby Thomas is running away from the field. It's gold for USA. Gabby Thomas is an Olympic champion.
It blows my mind to see these athletes run a quarter mile or a mile. I'm like, do you know how long that takes me? You do something in 10 seconds or 30 that takes me 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. I can't even imagine even like sprinting that amount of length, let alone in any time worth noting.
You're like, I don't think I can complete that one.
No, I don't think I can do that. So thank you, but no thank you.
She is the first American to win that gold in 12 years. So way to go, Gabby. And then also yesterday, another big race, kind of an upset. The 1,500-meter race was crazy. Listen to this ending, and Team USA kicking some more booty.
Here comes Joshia on the outside. All the talking is over. The world champion is in front, but Cole Hocker's not done with yet. Cole Hocker wins gold. He upsets the favorites. It's gold for the USA.
You gotta love those Olympic upsets, and gold too. I believe they got some money, right?
Absolutely. Well, okay, so I learned something recently. I don't want to say Team USA is cheap, but we are 10th in the world for what we pay our athletes when they do get medals.
Okay,
So-
what are we paying?
Okay, so I'll give you an idea. The United States, and these sound like decent numbers out of context. If you get a gold medal, you get $38,000, silver
Dang.
$23,000, and a bronze medal will net you $15,000. All of that sounds really great until you put into context that Hong Kong, the number one country in the world for awarding their athletes, $768,000 for a gold medal.
Well, is it like the equivalent of U.S. dollars? Is that,
No,
is that
yeah,
really-
that is the equivalent of U.S. dollars. That is not their money. That is literally what they pay.
So like $750,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Singapore in the same race, it's second with 745. Even like countries you don't think that should be doing much better than us, like the Republic of Kyrgyzstan, $250,000 if you get a gold medal. Now, I wonder if it's like we give so many out that maybe that's the reason why ours is a little lower. Because when Indonesia gets a gold medal, it's probably much more rare than it is here in the U.S.
Well, okay. I mean, that's probably what it is. I don't know. But I wonder if costs are covered or they're different.
I don't know exactly how it all works necessarily, but I did learn there is one country that doesn't reward you money, but in things that you don't necessarily, some of these things you might want. The Philippines. In addition to cash, you get a lifetime supply of ramen.
Oh, see, this is what we're talking about now. Lifetime supplies.
Okay, because this all came out because Carlos Yulo was the first male Olympic gold medalist in Philippine history. So they're like, this is what he gets. So he gets that lifetime supply of ramen, a fully furnished 2-bedroom condo.
Like for his life? Or
Yeah, I think so.
that's pretty awesome.
A house gifted by the government, so he gets an additional home.
Dang. So like one for your wife, then... No, it's kidding.
No, that's like your vacation house. And then this one, I think everyone that doesn't get gold should get this, but a free colonoscopy.
That's what you get for gold?
Yeah, and gastroenterology consults also. They're taking care of your gut health. And I know that's very important in Asia. Like, that's very much a cultural thing there. But I feel like you should if you get anything but gold, you get the colonoscopy. Like, well, you got bronze, so we're going to check for your bronze.
Big Joe and Laura on Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids Best Mix. I told Laura I thought something that was pretty common. A lot of people, probably men, but definitely women would do as soon as they got home, and you looked at me like I was the craziest person you've ever talked to.
Yeah, so basically, we're going to start this off with the question, what is the first thing you take off when you get home after a long day, whether it's a long day of work, you've been messing with the kids all day, whatever has stressed you out, you finally get to relax, sit down on that couch and enjoy something. what piece of clothing are you taking off? Now, a lot of people, I saw people messaging us on the Mix 95.7 app, and a lot of them said shoes. Don't answer shoes. That's a stupid answer. We know you're taking your shoes off first.
Yeah, and if not, you're a monster. If you have shoes on in the house, that's a whole nother discussion.
We're here to shame those people. Your shoes don't count. We're talking the next piece of clothing. If you say socks, I'm also going to fight you. That does not count. Anything outside of those two pieces of clothing is fair game. And Joe, I think the piece you choose is unhinged.
Okay, well, the thing I take off as soon as I get home is I take off my shirt. I fold it up, a couple of folds, and usually lay it on the counter or the chair, so I'll take it upstairs. What?
I didn't know you folded it up. Keep going.
Well, I'm not a monster.
Okay, keep going.
No, but I like to take my shirt off. It's freeing. I'm a bigger guy, so I sweat a lot, so it kind of just helps keep me cool. It's my own little, AC system of sorts. But I don't know. It's relaxing. Clothing is so confining. If I didn't have to wear pants here at work, I would not be wearing any right now. But legally, I have to.
What you just said is what the logical answer is. The first thing you take off when you get home is your pants. Because let's be honest, pants suck. And if you work in an office like we do, your office is probably freezing freaking cold. So like when I go into work, it's hot. I get it to work, I freeze to death. I leave work, it's hot. And then I get home and I'm still in my I don't want to freeze to death at work clothes. So yeah. First thing going is the pants every single time. Now, I might slip into shorts. I might slip into sweatpants. But the pants from outside, A, are covered in gross stuff. And B, I don't want to wear them anymore because they're just not comfy pants. And I'm moving into comfy pant territory as quickly as possible.
I've always heard that women, maybe if you're a little more blessed in the chest, that's the first thing to go is your bra. But you didn't say that. My wife, Lindsay, never seems to do that. I'm just surprised. I thought every lady, when they get home, they just would unbutton that thing and throw it to the side.
Well, I mean, we do have a DM in the Mix 95.7 app now from Laura in Grand Rapids who does say her bra. So there are women out there that do that. I'm going to be honest. My life entails too many random people showing up and leaving and coming and going all the time. So, like, I generally try to keep that on at least until the little guy's gone to bed, and then I'll take it off. But, I have to go outside. I have to do things. It's a whole thing to take my bra on and off. So that's not the first one.
You should try it,
if I'm in comfy pants, I can still walk out to my car. I can still go do things in the yard, and I don't have to feel bad about it. If I'm walking around letting everything hang free, the neighbors are probably going to have some questions, and I don't want to answer those.
Here's my thought. I would like to have you try something. You could do what you're going to do.
Sure.
But maybe today when you get home, you come through the door, obviously take the shoes off, but try it. Take off your shirt.
No, that's so weird. I walk around with my bra on around my son and my husband.
No, I was going to say take your bra off too.
No.
And just sit down and relax on the couch.
I'm not doing that.
Watch some Netflix, eat some food.
First of all, as a parent, that's such a weird thing to do. I can't even imagine sitting topless on my couch and hanging out while the little guy's like scooting around his walker and his playpen. Like,
he doesn't know any difference. He just thinks like food.
No,
Yay!
he doesn't. He's bottle fed. He just thinks, what is mom doing? What a weirdo.
Okay, well, I think it's totally normal to take your shirt off when you get home. First things first. What about you? What are you doing? 616-600-0957. That's 616-600-0957. It's Big Joe and Laura here on Mix 95.7 with Big Joe's Little Wins. We want to spread positivity around West Michigan, and we're doing that right now with you calling us and sharing the good news in your life so we can help celebrate with you. 616-600-0957. That's 616-600-0957. Let's say good morning to Rayne in Grand Rapids. Tell us about your little win.
My son, he's actually on the spectrum, and we've been super hardcore practicing like sign language the last couple of weeks, and saying I love you with the sign language. And he recently just started saying I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, like all the time, and signing it. And they told me about it at school, and he's been doing it at home too. So I've been smiling a lot lately with the I love you, I love you, I love you. So
oh, Rayne, I'm gonna cry for you.
Oh, that is such an amazing thing. That's a big win. I love it.
I literally just sat there in shock and just like, I love you too. Just started crying. So I'm literally teary thinking about it. It makes me smile every time. So I figured I'd share some joy this morning.
Oh my gosh, you're making me cry right now, Rayne. As a mom who can't communicate with my little guy yet because he's just little, I can't imagine having that first moment and how special it's going to be for me when I get to do it. But especially you in the case of you've had to wait so much longer to get to have that communication with your son, and your persistence is so beautiful and wonderful. And I just want to congratulate you and continue to encourage you to keep loving on your son the way you are.
Thank you. And I've heard your journey with your little one as well. I love listening to the show. So super cool to call in for the first time and talk to you guys. So
Rayne, she's not kidding. Laura is crying right now. Good job. It's a good thing.
Don't cry. I'm going to cry with you, Laura.
What a great little win to share this morning. Rayne, thank you so much. We want to hear your little win right now. Call in at 616-600-0957. That's 616-600-0957. So your good news can be part of Big Joe's Little Wins here on Mix 95.7. Good morning. It is Big Joe and Laura on Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids Best Mix. And if you didn't already know, Laura Hardy, God love her, good person, but impossible to get a hold of when you're outside of work, even if you're her co-host.
Yeah, you know what? I tend to be antisocial. Not that I don't like people. I just like my peace. And this came after my father died. I used to be one of those people that constantly lived for alerts and noises and ringtones and everything, and I don't do it anymore. I hate it. And so I have taken the liberty to silence everything, all notifications, everything on my phone at all times, because I'm going to get to you when I feel like getting to you, because most of the time in my life, I'm around the people that there could be an emergency. So unless they're not with me, I don't have any reason to answer anything very quickly, because even if you're trying to reach out to me like on non-work hours, whatever you need to ask me does not need to be answered in that exact moment. I can always get to it like 30 minutes, an hour later, and no one dies.
I mean, I agree with your overall statement, but I feel like you just seem like, ignore.
No, I don't do it. Usually I'm really not looking at my phone, especially now that I'm a mom. Before it really was kind of like, I don't feel like dealing with that.
I knew it.
Stop. Now it's really more of like, I've got a little guy, I'm putting him down for a nap, we're playing games, we're doing stuff, and I'm just not looking at my phone, and I'm happy because I don't want to interrupt that time with my son just for some stupid stuff like an Instagram notification or someone texting me something that can wait a few minutes.
But you were telling me that the other day, I think you actually heard your phone ring. You're like, I don't hear it that often. I'm like, what?
Yeah, well, the other day, my husband had to take the little guy out on a drive because he wasn't going to bed. And, like, we don't do that normally, but sometimes if you get him in the car, he'll fall asleep, and then that's kind of a good catalyst to get there.
Whatever it takes, just make it go to bed.
It was 2 hours of sitting in the chair before that, so we were pretty much at the end of our rope. So I felt a little weird about it, and I decided to put my ringtone on just in case, because I was like, well, I don't know what's going to happen. I always, in case of emergency, I want to be able to, my husband to be able to contact me. And I realized that was the first time I had heard any sort of phone noise in 4 to 5 years on my phone. I don't even know what my ringtone is at this point. I still didn't hear a ringtone. I only heard my text message noise.
I'm kind of curious to know what your ringtone is because, I mean, I call you and you never pick up, so I really don't know what it is either.
Because it doesn't ring.
Can you turn it on real quick?
Okay, hold on. Let me look.
Because I'll call you if you turn it on.
Okay, hold on. No, I could do that. Yeah, here you go.
All right, I'm dialing you on my cell phone right now.
It should play.
I'm interested to hear how this goes.
Oh, I accidentally silenced it because I was trying to turn it up. Hold on, call me again.
Oh, boy. This is why Laura doesn't pick up.
I don't know how it works.
Let's see how this goes.
Oh, it's the Who. Bob O'Reilly.
I feel like this is when you used to work in classic rock and you're just an old lady and you never update it, which goes to show how Laura never turns her ringtone on.
Yes and no. Technically, I got it 5 years ago because it was my dad's ringtone, and so it was kind of like a way for me to remember him, as silly as that sounds. And so I just left it, but I literally do not hear it ever. So I don't even know why I bought this ringtone. I've probably heard it like 3 times ever in my entire life.
I would change that because my dad passed away too, and I would think like, oh, Dad, what the hell? Who's calling me?
Oh, no, it gives me a little more fuzzy to hear it because I used to always hear his phone ring with that little Bob O'Reilly snippet. So
I love that, and I appreciate you sharing the whole dad thing, and that makes sense. But I just don't get, like, I think you're like the only person that doesn't have a ringtone on. I know
No.
everybody texts more than calls,
Listen, when was the last time you heard your phone ring? 616-600-0957. We do have a few people already DMing us in the Mix 95.7 app. We heard from Tiffany and Lowell, who said, I heard mine ringing last week and thought it was part of the song on the radio. So see, like, even if you have it, you're not going to hear it.
Well, wait a minute, though. If she thought it was part of that, it must have been like a cool ringtone, like a song. So Tiffany seems to be up to date with things.
Okay, well, Amanda in Rockford thinks I'm shady, apparently. 'Cause she said daily. Why have it on vibrator silent if you're not hiding something? Because I deserve peace. I don't want to hear the ding, 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 ding all the freaking time.
No. Because
I
people
hate
can't
it.
see this, but Laura, you have an iPhone and like a laptop too. So
Yeah.
they kind of connect with each other every morning. Usually James, but somebody Laura is interacting with in a group text. It's just ding, ding.
I know. And
You
that's
have
because I accidentally
notifications.
turned my sound on my laptop, which is currently muted because I don't want to hear those either. And Kim in Belding is like me. She said she hasn't heard hers in 4 years. So I don't feel so bad. Kim, thank you for justifying me keeping my ringtone off.
Am I just old man Joe over here with my jitterbug or something? Because I have rings all the time.
He likes to annoy everyone when he's at Meyer and someone wants to call him. Let us know. When was the last time you heard your ringtone? 616-600-0957.
It's time to play Laura Can't Lose on Mix 95.7. Here's how it happens. You'll have 1 minute to answer 5 questions. You can pass if you need to, and we'll come back if time allows. A tie goes to Laura because, well, her name's on the show. Here's who's playing Laura Can't Lose today.
Back for a second day from the city of Allendale, it is Josiah.
Welcome back, Josiah. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm feeling less confident this time, but we'll see how it goes.
Don't you do that to yourself, Josiah. You went 5 for 5 yesterday, and now the Michigan Lottery ticket jackpot's up to $85, so it's going to be real sweet when you hopefully beat me today.
Why don't you go ahead and kick Laura
Yeah, we'll
out of the
see.
studio?
All right, Laura, let's get this going.
All right, buddy, I'm out.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. In poker, 5 cards of the same suit is called a what?
A flush.
Question 2. In what arcade game did the player attempt to avoid traffic while crossing the road?
That would be Frogger.
Question 3. What does UFO stand for?
Unidentified flying object.
Question 4. What does an advent calendar count down to?
Christmas.
Question 5. In 2014, Meghan Trainor was all about this low-end frequency.
Bass.
Right, I'm going to bring Laura in.
Laura! La 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 Laura!
Well, hello there, Laura.
Oh, no, I don't like that tone.
No, what do you want me to say? Get in here?
Get in here. No, that sounds even more aggressive. Okay, go ahead.
All right, regardless of the tone, you probably won't like the fact that Josiah and Allendale went 5 for 5.
Of course he did.
All right.
The smarty pants. All right, let's see if I can keep up.
I'll ask all 5 questions and give you the answer at the end to see how we do. In poker, 5 cards of the same suit is called a what?
A flush?
Question 2. In what arcade game did the player attempt to avoid traffic when crossing the road?
Poor Frogger. He got run over so many times when I played that game as a kid.
Question 3. What does UFO stand for?
Unidentified flying object.
Question 4. What does an advent calendar count down to?
Christmas.
Question 5. In 2014, Meghan Trainor was all about this low-end frequency.
That bass, or bass if you're illiterate.
Yes, it's always confusing to me about how both of them are spelled the same way.
Yeah, well, it's just because English is stupid.
Well, stupid or not, you two are smarty pants again. 5-5 tie. Which means Josiah and Allendale, you get to come back and play on Thursday for now $90 of that Michigan Lottery Jackpot.
Wow.
Let's do it.
We're Big Joe and Laura on Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids Best Mix. Your partner, your spouse, whatever it is in your life should be there to support you and uplift you. In my case, my wife, Lindsay, tries to shame me and make me feel like an old man.
You are an old man.
Wait, why is he an old man, Lindsay?
I mean, there's many reasons, but this particular reason I believe he's referring to is that the other day we were watching the news and saw a commercial that apparently Chicago is coming to Grand Rapids, like the band Chicago. And Joe immediately looks over at me and he's like, "We should go. Let's go." And I was like, "To Chicago?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What?" like that's an old man thing.
No, it's not. Yeah,
Peter Cetera's a god.
Okay, now Laura's an old lady. I don't know who the singer is or whatever, but I know this. It's like Saturday. Think it was the 4th of July. I don't know. I just know they got good songs, and they got that one.
Line.
And they got that one like 24-624.
That's not the numbers. You know what? I appreciate that you love the band, even though you clearly don't know.
25.
You don't know any of their songs.
No, I do. But my point is, I'm like,
Please don't sing any more of them.
I'm not going to let Lindsay or anybody else for that matter try to make me feel bad for the music I love, because I love all kinds, and I really feel like that with those trumpets and those horns section, woo, it's going to be a good show.
Listen, Chicago's great, but I'm going to have to agree that there are some bands you love that we should not be celebrating, Joe.
Such as?
Nickelback.
Of course.
You're serious.
Thank you. Yeah, of course. Everybody hates Nickelback except for you and like 3 trash people. What are you talking about?
I have not verified this, but I'm pretty sure it's right. Next to Justin Bieber, I got to imagine that Nickelback is like the all-time biggest selling artist. Maybe that and Shania Twain or Celine Dion, whoever's from there.
Yeah, I was like, there's so many Canadian artists that are bigger.
Nickelback's got to be top 3, or they're the number 1 rock band. Well, then there is Rush. But hey.
I was going to say, what are you saying?
Do you know any musical artists who aren't Canadian? Just out of curiosity. I just think it's funny that literally everyone you just named is Canadian.
Yeah, like I'm looking at a list of the top Canadian artists. None of them are Nickelback. It's Bryan Adams, Neil Young, Avril Lavigne, Leonard Cohen, Drake. Did you forget Drake?
I'm talking about rock bands. And listen, and everybody loves those people you're talking about. But for whatever reason, it's cool to say, Nickelback, yeah, they stink.
It's because
I'm sorry. You go see them in concert and you hear, look at this photograph.
I did. It was terrible. I wish they didn't show me the photograph and they'd kept it to themselves.
Okay. Well, thanks for being a supportive wife, Lindsay. Really, you're everything I need. You're just amazing.
I'll go to the show with you. That is what we do.
Oh, hell no. You are not invited. This is a solo trip. As a matter of fact, if you want to go in my wife's place, I'll buy your ticket.
Okay, can I go to Chicago? I want to go.
No, because you made fun of Nickelback, which means we don't align.
What to do with Chicago?
And, well, in my life, it does. 616-600-0957. If you want to go with me, we need to buy our tickets whenever they go on sale. But the real thing we're curious about is what artist, what band do you like, and your friends, your family, whoever gives you crap for it?
Yeah, 616-600-0957, or you can send us a DM in the Mix 95.7 app.
Big Joe and Laura on Mix 95.7, Grand Rapids Best Mix. And let me tell you right now, bullying or making fun of somebody is not acceptable. But yet, here we are this morning being bullied and made fun of. I'm talking about me, by my wife, by my work wife, Laura, because, well, you know what? I really want to see Chicago when they come to Grand Rapids. I think
didn't bully you about seeing Chicago. I said I would go with you.
Bully, let me finish my sentence here.
Okay.
My wife, Lindsay, bullied me for Chicago, saying, oh, okay, Grandpa, we'll have to go to that show. And then Laura's like, that's not the only thing, Joe. You also like Nickelback. You know what?
How in 2024 are you still a Nickelback fan?
I like good music. I don't let other people's opinions decide what's good.
Why are you a Nickelback fan if you like good music?
They are great. Listen, do you see the DM we got in the Mix 95.7 app from our buddy Porta Potty Drew?
Yeah.
He said, hey, I'm on Joe's side.
Yeah, he said, I just want to give my input. Nickelback is great. But he also, I love Drew, and I know he'll laugh at this. His job is to mess with crap all day long. Of course he likes crappy music, too.
I'm not even going to laugh at that because that's not funny.
I saw the smile.
I think that was a joke, but I'm not laughing.
Okay, whatever. Well, at least you're not like Jim in Hudsonville, who's bullied for liking Taylor Swift. He DM'd in the Mix 95.7 app, and you know what? I think that Swifties do get a lot of crap. I have given Swifties crap because I'm not necessarily one.
Only way, and I'm on your side, bud, is that maybe he's like back in the day when Taylor Swift came out and did country, and she's like, Drew looks at me. Like, maybe you're a little too old for that, but dude, get your Swift on, baby.
Let Jim do his thing. And then Teresa Jennison says, my brother mocks me for New Kids on the Block. They can still make new music and tour like did back in the 90s. They deserve to have all my loyalty. And you know what, Teresa? I gave my husband a lot of crap for being a New Kids on the Block fan because I was like, what? You weren't even alive when they were like really popular. You weren't aware of your surroundings when they were really popular. But I'm going to be honest, I saw them the last time they were at Van Andel. I get it. It's a lot of fun. It's a good show.
I'm noticing a trend here of Laura just going after the men in her life and the music they like.
No, I said I came around on that one. I did see Nickelback live, and it still sucked, so I didn't come around on that one.
Didn't ask you that. 616-600-0957.
Hector in Grand Rapids, you said that you got a lot of crap as a kid for listening to Aerosmith?
Yeah, so so I'm from the Burton Heights, and at this time, it was the big boom of rap came out, where it was like Ice-T, Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Snoop, like the real ones.
Yeah.
And so here I come to the class party with Aerosmith, Get a Grip, but they don't understand how gangster that was.
Listen, first of all, Aerosmith rules. So I'm sorry that the kids around you didn't understand it. Where did you get your love of Aerosmith?
Watching the video. So Living on the Edge.
Yeah.
First of all, they had these girls in schoolgirl outfits bashing car windows way before Carrie Underwood. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's gangster. And then he's sitting there and he's like half black and the dude jumps out of his ribs. And I was like, oh my God, this video is sick. And I just like always wanted to do that with my brother. And we just try to mimic that move. We could never get it out. Like I tried to jump out of his shirt. It wasn't working. And then we have like the other songs that he does. Like I was like crazy and amazing seeing Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah,
and
Hector.
Tyler, oh my God,
Hector, I'm glad you brought that up.
Me crying when I met you. I was singing that song. Yeah.
My mom had that album, and yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I saw that music video on MTV. I'm like, oh yeah.
Like, I'm crying, but not for the reason you think I am.
I feel older now.
Well, Hector, be proud of your Aerosmith love.
Yeah, no kidding. It's sad that we won't get to see him tour after that announcement last week, but you know what?
I heard that.
I was heartbroken. I wanted to see him. But don't ever let anybody shame you for liking what you like.
Yeah, thank you.